Hey guys, let's go op shopping today. I haven't bought anything for an entire year. Not one stitch of clothing did I buy in 2025. So I have packed my wee bag here with my lunch. Let's see, I'll show you what I've got. I've got a drink bottle. I've got, hang on, I'm just going to put this down for a second. Some morning tea. And what have we got in here? Some bran muffins and Boston bun. Yum! So I'm planning on making a total day of it. Sorry, hang on a sec, I have to put it down again. I'm planning on making a total day of it. I am heading to Melbourne soon and I would like some new outfits, so we're going to head first off to SaveMart, and then hopefully I will get to the Salvation Army, St. Vinny's, and anything else, maybe St. John's as well. So yeah, let's go shopping. If you haven't joined me before, I'm NZ Money Karma, and this is a place where you can find freedom from the daily grind through budgeting, simple living and adventure. Today is, I guess, a bit of an adventure for me because I haven't been shopping for such a long time, but really it's about budget and it's about being sustainable. I've come to SaveMart right off the bat, but it actually doesn't open till 10. So I'm going to go for a little wander and have a look for another couple of shops that may be open at 9, because it is 10 past 9 now. I was in such a hurry to get going. The morning didn't start off great. There was a bit of friction in our house, a little bit of conflict. I finished work last night late, so I didn't get home till kind of after midnight. That sometimes happens in my line of work. I was up at 5:45, so I haven't had much sleep. And then when a few things go wrong, they seem like bigger things, I guess, when you're a bit tired. I should be used to this after 30 years in the job, but yeah, sometimes I'm not. And maybe I wasn't being my best self this morning. So I'm hoping I can turn it around with a nice morning. Okie doke, I'm specifically looking for something that will go with these sandals. So I am a very casual dresser. I wear a uniform for work and I like to be comfy, so I'm not massively into high heels. I do have 2 pairs, but they're both very old. I'm sure they're very unfashionable. I like these saltwater sandals. I bought these off Trade Me about 4 years ago. I very rarely wear them because I feel like I don't have things that go with them. So hopefully I can rectify that, because I will be going out for dinner a few times when I'm in Melbourne. It's a girls' trip and lots of my old girlfriends are very fashionable and quite fancy, and I know they'll pick somewhere fancy for dinner. So I want to look, tidy. I don't feel like I have to keep up with the Joneses and just change who I am, but I do want to look nice. So I'm here. Let's have a look. I'm not sure if this will be open. Hopefully something will be open around here. There's St. John's here in Papanui, and there's also a Red Cross shop I saw. So I'm not super familiar with this spot, and I have a very bad sense of direction. So I'm kind of glad I found it. Okay, let's go shopping. I am having very little luck, I have to admit. The St. John's shop doesn't open till 9:30, but I can see here the Red Cross shop. Let's have a look. Has got things outside, and hopefully that is in fact, oh look, there's a big sign that says open. That is definitely open. Let's start there then. So I've grabbed a heap of things that aren't necessarily things I would normally wear, but I liked either the pattern or the colour or the texture. So I just thought I would try on a few things and see how they look. This is like a pantsuit, something I would never normally think I would wear. I'm not sure if it's very flattering or not, but I tried it on anyway. This here I like. I love Next Petite because I am very small and it fits perfectly. And that wee jacket, just lovely silky texture, and I thought maybe that's nice for over my shoulders when I go out in autumn. Okie doke, first shop done, some success. I'm trying to channel some summer vibes. It's about 40 degrees in Melbourne. The sun is just trying to break through here in Ototahi, Christchurch, but it's not doing a very good job at the moment. We're definitely channeling winter vibes, autumnal vibes in Christchurch. I need summer. I am not at all opposed to a rummage through a free clothing bin. So secondhand shops will often have a bin like this out the front. And normally it's stuff they think they can't sell, but I've actually found a few good things in there. In fact, today when I go shopping, I'm wearing a shirt that I got outside of a free bin from, I think it was City Mission a few years ago. Nothing there today though for me. Well, it's, a semi-successful morning. I think I was a little bit optimistic when I said I'm going to make a day of it. I'm not a massive shopper and I don't love it. I like to get things when I need them, and I feel like I need them at the moment. Not in the sense of I need to keep myself warm, like I don't have anything to put on my body. I don't need it in that way. But I guess I don't have any dressy clothes to go out for tea in that I would feel were dressy enough for, an evening in Melbourne. So I'm just going to have some morning tea. I've already eaten my bran muffins. I realised I hadn't had breakfast, so I had them before I went in anywhere. I'm going to eat my morning tea, then I'm going to head to SaveMart. Just been to St. John's, didn't buy anything there. There were a couple of things I tried on, which you would have seen in the video, but nothing really fitted well or looked good. And the funny thing was, the people in the shop, they actually made me feel like a real criminal. They were like, can we count your coat hangers? Like as if I've a $4 top from St. John's. So I might have been looking dicey, or I might just have not put things back as they like. I don't know. But either way, I didn't feel comfortable in that shop. So I'm going to head to SaveMart after I've eaten my pink bun, and then I think we'll call it a day. Then I'll take you guys home and we'll have a look and I'll show you what I got. Just a very quick change of plans. I found this in my travels as well, so I'm going to have just a very quick look. I'm parked in a 10-minute spot, so I can't stay long. Okay, that was pretty successful actually. That was a cool shop. I have just bought a couple of things from that Sally's store, and as I was walking in, there were two girls walking out, and they both had things that I would have bought. So one had a Kath Kidston blue polka dot bag, which was very cute. I actually have the same bag but floral that my husband bought me some years ago, also from a secondhand shop, but I really like it. And another one had a big wire basket, and I had in my mind today that I would look for a wire basket in preparation for my daughter's birthday, because one of the things I want to do for her is just kind of put a whole heap of nice body products. She's a teenager now, and she starts to like, things that smell nice and what have you. So I thought if I could just, slowly over the next few months gather bits and bobs together, and then I'll do one of those as like a nice gift basket for her. So finally, I'm off to SaveMart. It started off to be my first shop that I was going to visit. Now it's going to be my last. So let's go and see what I can find. Well, it's been a morning, but finally we're here. In my opinion, SaveMart is by far the best place to come if you actually need something specific. Like you need a pair of jeans, or you need a red stripy top, whatever it is, you will probably find it at SaveMart. I find the quality really good. It's a wee bit pricier than many other secondhand shops though. I think it's more like an actual retail model rather than a charity model. I feel like I tried on about 1,000 things in SaveMart. It took me well over an hour. I was in there. Some things, not really for me, but I just thought maybe it'll work. That particular dress didn't. But, you don't know sometimes until you try. So let's go home and see what I actually got. So, first purchase. Well, this is in no particular order. This is a picture I got from my daughter, Dare to Dream, and I'm going to give that to her for her birthday. It was $6 and from the Salvation Army. And I also found this cute little kind of, for your bedside cabinet to put your rings or earrings in. I'm also going to gift to my daughter for her birthday. So, just kind of collecting things as I go. When I see something that I think will be cute for her room or something she would like, then I'm picking it up, putting it away in the present drawer. I found this singlet top also for my daughter, and I think that was really quite cute. It's a fitted singlet top. It's kind of a bit shimmery when you see it in real life. That was from SaveMart for $5.99, and I thought she'd quite like that with a pair of wide leg jeans. She's she quite likes to wear a fitted top and then wide leg jeans that have a small waist. For me though, I found this super cool shirt. I absolutely love it. $9.99 from SaveMart. It's already got the tie kind of built into it at the front, so it's not too bulky or anything. And then the back hangs nice, sort of like a French tuck with jeans. I do need some new jeans because my old jeans are getting a bit tight, to be honest. And whilst I've had every intention of just becoming slimmer, for whatever reason, this age and stage in my life, it's not really working. I'm not doing anything different, but I'm not getting the same results as what I used to. This is a pretty old Princess Highway print, but I absolutely love this dress. It's an oversized, slightly below my knee dress. Depending on how tall you were, it might be a shorter dress. It's got big pockets in the side. It's linen. It's a really, really good nick. It was expensive. $29.99 is expensive for a secondhand dress, but absolutely love it. Now I've got these Billabong pants, also from SaveMart, and also quite expensive. What's that? $15.99. They're in good condition. They're real. I like to wear these I kind of describe them as Indian pants in summertime because they're very, very cooling. Oh my goodness. So this dress was in the retro section. It was $14.99. Never heard of that brand. I don't know what it is. It's definitely channeling some kind of 80s dressing gown vibes when it's on. Reminds me of a dressing gown my mum would have worn when I was a kid. But it's ultra slimming and it's so comfy to wear. I absolutely love it. So this is going to be one of my going out for dinner outfits in Melbourne. Next up, something a little more practical and a little bit better price from the Salvation Army. For $10, I got this really nice Country Road lightweight knit jersey. I love that detailing on the shoulders, and the cuffs also have something cool going on. I did get some pants, which I'll show you next, which I think this will go nicely with. So these are my pants. They were from the first shop I went to, Red Cross. Look at that price, awesome. I think they're brand new from Seed. And that is a brand that's really good for me. It's quite petite and kind of short cuts. And these have a bit of a fisherman pant vibe about them, which I really love from my travels in Thailand. But they're kind of dressy. So I would also wear these out for tea in Melbourne. And I think I will just get so much wear out of them. They're right up my alley. This t-shirt also from Country Road. No great bargain there, $10.99 from SaveMart, but a really good fit for me. And I bought quite a few things that will need a blue t-shirt, and I don't have one. I had one, but now it's got a hole in it because I've worn it so much, so it's become a gardening t-shirt. So I feel like it's okay to swap a new one out. Yep, I did it, guys. I bought the pantsuit. I don't know what I like about this, but for some reason I really liked it. $12 from the Red Cross and all in one. You don't need a t-shirt, you don't need pants, it's all one thing together. The tie at the front is what makes it flattering, I think, so it doesn't look like you're just wearing a sack. And I can't explain what I liked about it, if it's the stripes, if it's the colour. If you'd said to me before I went shopping, NZ Money Karma, you're going to go and buy yourself a pantsuit, I would have thought you're dreaming. But here I am, the proud owner of a stripy pantsuit. And then last but not least is this lovely linen cushion. I found that at the Red Cross, so my first shop that I visited, and it was just $2. So that's going straight to the batch. We have no cushions. I do have some old blankets to make into cushions, but just buying a cushion for $2 seemed like a bit of a no-brainer. If in the future I want to swap out the cover, that's fine. It's got a zip. I'll just make a new cushion cover and save the other one, and swap them in and out as need be. But you always need the inners, so feel really happy with that. I cannot believe my luck with some of these things. Wow. I just feel like I've redone my entire wardrobe. I feel like the clothes are pretty decent quality. I love the gifts that I got and the wee top for my daughter. So all up, I spent just under $150. And if you take away the presents and the top for my daughter, which comes, not really out of my money, it comes out of present money per se, it's $135. So I spent $135 and I had a $100 voucher from my work for Christmas, which is how I funded the majority of this purchase. So I've been $35 out of pocket today for my shopping haul. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I certainly enjoyed having you along. Please give us a like, subscribe if you haven't already, and I look forward to catching you guys next time. Bye for now.